Well, good morning. I'm Will Brazington, member of the class of 2000 and the Chief Executive Officer of the Clemson Alumni Association. And it's my honor to welcome each of you to the Clemson ring ceremony, yet another tradition unlike any other. Today marks an important milestone in your Clemson journey as you prepare to join the more than 182,000 alumni around the world who have earned the right to wear the Clemson ring. The Clemson rings that you will receive today have been on display at the entrance of the Scroll of Honor under the guard of the Clemson University Pershing Rifles. The rings were available there to give you the opportunity to find yours and to reflect privately on the awesome responsibility that comes with wearing the Clemson ring. For, as some of you will hear throughout today's ring ceremony, our ring is not only a symbol of personal accomplishment, it is also a call for action in service to others and to our alma mater. At this time, would you please rise as members of the Pershing Rifles bring forward the rings for this ceremony. They will be led by the Clemson Corps, an alumni constituency group whose members participated in ROTC as students. The Clemson Corps is dedicated to continuing Clemson's military tradition while developing opportunities to commemorate the proud military heritage of our great university.
Please take your seat. My name is Major Jonathan Anspach, and I'm a current Clemson student receiving my ring with you today. I serve on active duty with the United States Air Force, and I'm a member of the Clemson Student Veterans Association. We are grateful and honored to have the Clemson Cadets and the Clemson Corps to serve as bearers of the Clemson Ring for today's presentation. As part of today's program, you will learn about the history and traditions of the Clemson Ring, beginning with the first graduating class in 1896 when Clemson was a military college. Cadets became the first students to wear the Clemson Ring and the first alumni to showcase to the world the qualities, ideals that the Clemson Ring represents. The cadets here today remind us of this unbroken connection that now spans 128 years between our university's distinguished military heritage and our beautiful Clemson Ring. Today's program will also focus on the profound question that is fundamental to the foundation of the character of Clemson students and alumni carved in the stones on our campus. Featured in Memorial Park near the Scroll of Honor, where the rings were on display and guarded by our very own perishing rifle cadets. The question is, how will you serve? And while the answer is personal and different for each of us, it is especially significant for all who wear the Clemson Ring. We will challenge you today to begin your own reflection of what this very important question means to you as you prepare to leave Clemson and begin to make your own unique impact in this world. Congratulations as you embark on the next phase of your Clemson journey, carrying with you the profound symbolism and rich tradition encapsulated within the Clemson Ring, a beacon of honor, resilience, and the unwavering commitment to serve both within our beloved Clemson community and beyond.
My thoughts often wander through these upper South Carolina hills that shelter the university that forms a common bond for many thousands of people who have studied here, or taught here, or worked here. There's something in these hills that has touched every one of them, something that has rubbed off on them in varying degrees, something that is built within the breasts of all Clemson men and women, an enduring spark akin to an eternal pride. There's something in these hills. It was here when a handful of fledgling faculty members greeted a relatively small band of 446 students more than 100 years ago. That was shortly after convict labor had completed an administration building and clock tower that still dominate these Blue Ridge foothills with a timelessness and serenity that impart inspiration and strength anew each time they are looked upon. There's something in these hills that has endeared itself to an endless procession of administrators, teachers, students, secretaries, and workmen. Hundreds of names pass through my consciousness, names of people who gave selflessly of themselves to build the institution nestled here, and who at one and the same time mined the priceless something the hills contain, and returned to them still more of it. There's something in these hills, and from them we have drawn the power to transcend the stresses and strains that tug away to make things come unglued in these disquieting times. The power to cut through such modern concepts and such modern facts as generation gaps, communication gaps, and ideological gaps. There's something in these hills that has bound together a man of over 90 and a woman under 20. Something that has given them a common ground on which to stand and a start toward bridging and eliminating any gap or any stress or any strain that might try to make unglued whatever they seek for themselves. as they move out of these hills into the mountains, the plains, the oceans, the forests, the skies, and the storms of life. There is something in these hills that you and I can't define and others can't understand. A wave of warmth always surges through me when outsiders say, "I don't know what it is about you Clemson people, but your undying love for Clemson is admired by everyone I know." There's something in these hills, and I suspect that's what it is. The ability of an institution through the unending dedication and greatness of its people, its administration, its faculty, its staff, its students, and alumni to impart to all it touches a respect, an admiration, an affection that stands firm in disquieting times, when things around it give impressions of coming unglued. There is something in these hills that brings together and binds together and holds together
men and women of all persuasions,
of all heights, sizes, weights, and cultural backgrounds.
Something that cuts across every difference, spans every gap, penetrates every wall.
Something that makes a man or a woman stand taller, feel better, and say with a high pride to all within earshot,
I
went to Clemson.
Good morning. My name is Duggar Niemer, and I'm the president of the Clemson Student Alumni Association and Student Alumni Council. It's an honor to be with each of you today as we participate in one of Clemson's greatest traditions. Placing the Clemson ring on your finger not only signifies that you're close to graduation, it is a forever reminder of your time, your life, and your experiences while you're on Clemson's campus. It will forever connect you to the many alumni you will meet throughout your life after you've crossed a future stage to receive your Clemson diploma. It will forever connect you to Clemson and to each other. It will forever remind you of the importance of loyalty and service, and it will forever remind you of this day. Clemson would not be the great university that it is without the tremendous leadership of our president of our alma mater. President Clements has had a major impact on our Clemson experience by his service to students, to the faculty and staff, and to alumni everywhere. He is a nationally recognized voice in higher education who is leading Clemson to unprecedented levels of achievement. It is my honor to invite him to speak to us today. Please welcome the 15th president of Clemson University, Dr. Jim Clements.
Well, thank you, Duggar, for that wonderful introduction. Good morning, go Tigers. Good morning, go Tigers. All right, thank you all for being here on this absolutely beautiful day for this special ceremony. Will you please help me thank Duggar Niemer and Kate Schwab for their service as President and Vice President of the Student Alumni Council. And thank you to Major Jonathan Anspach, active duty Air Force officer and member of our Student Veterans Association. Would you please help me thank him for his service to our great country? I appreciate their leadership and the important work that they do. I also want to thank the chairs for the ring ceremony, Parker Stanball and Mary Jones. I know that they put in a lot of hard work for this event. Will you please help me thank them and the other students who made today so special? I also want to thank Will Brasington, Chief Executive Officer of the Alumni Association, Mr. Jeff Duckworth, Chair of the Clemson Alumni Association Board of Directors, and Dr. Chris Miller, Vice President for Student Affairs. Would you please help me thank these three fine gentlemen for their leadership? So I'm honored to be here with you on this very special day for your ring ceremony. And I can tell you this is absolutely one of my favorite traditions. Today, as you receive your ring, you will be making history as part of the largest ring ceremony that we ever had during a spring semester. The ring ceremony is an amazing Clemson tradition. And it's always a special day, but it also holds special meaning for me. In 2021, my wife and I were named honorary alumni, and we were presented with our very own Clemson rings at a surprise announcement. Beth and I were both humbled and honored to be named honorary alumnus. As we wear our rings, we wear them with great pride as members of the alumni family. And I'm proud to wear my Clemson ring today as I present you with your Clemson ring. You know, rings are important things. They have a tangible value, as you will see in the video later in the ceremony about my late dear friend, General Ben Scardin, who passed away in 2021 at the age of 104. He was one of the greatest individuals in the history of this university. General Scardin was a prisoner of war, and his Clemson ring literally saved his life. Rings also have great symbolic value. They're a symbol of love and commitment because they have no beginning and they have no end. The ring that I wear every day symbolizes the commitment that my wife and I made on our wedding day 33 years ago. My wedding ring celebrates the birth of a new family, my family. And in a similar way, your Clemson ring symbolizes an important rite of passage for you. It symbolizes your commitment to and your love for Clemson that will last forever. And today is an important milestone on your journey here at this great university. For many of you, that journey started at freshman convocation when I had a chance to welcome you right here in Little John Coliseum. And it will continue again until we meet at graduation and you receive your diploma. But what does this day, Ring Day, actually signify? First, it means that you have successfully completed at least 90 credit hours of academic work towards earning your degree. So please pat yourselves on the back. That's quite an accomplishment. According to a recent study by the Wall Street Journal, Clemson is ranked among the top 25 best public universities in the country. So congratulations, and that deserves a round of applause. Three-quarters of your college career is now behind you, and the end is in sight. Second, it means that you have chosen a major field of study and a career path that you will follow. Your future beyond Clemson as an independent, self-sufficient adult is taking shape. Parents, I know that you are happy about that, and we thank you for your support. Finally, many of you will leave this ring ceremony absolutely determined to make the best possible use of every minute you have left at Clemson. I felt that same way during my senior year in college, and I think you will too. Savor this time. Use it wisely. Make it meaningful. You will never have a better chance to learn so much from so many diverse people as you will on this campus. Wear your ring with great pride and with the understanding that upon graduation, you will join a family of more than 182,000 living alumni around the world. This is an opportunity, but it's also a responsibility. You will be an ambassador for Clemson wherever you travel. You will represent our 6 university values: integrity, respect, diversity, patriotism, excellence, and self-reliance. Your ring will be a conversation starter, and it will open doors for you. And soon you will be able to add your story to the ring stories that we will hear today. So it's truly an honor for me to present you with your Clemson ring. Congratulations again, and thank you for inviting me to be a part of your very special ceremony and your journey here at Clemson. May God bless you all, and go Tigers!
Thank you, President Clements, not only for your remarks, but especially for your outstanding leadership of our university. Ladies and gentlemen, our team at the Clemson Alumni Association, along with our Student Alumni Council, has been working diligently to make this a very special day a memorable experience for all of you who are here with us. Students, you have already created many wonderful memories at Clemson. We know that you will hold dear for the rest of your life. And today, we celebrate a remarkable milestone in your Clemson journey that's unlike any other that you've experienced so far. To the parents and the guests of those being honored today, we thank you for taking the time to travel here to experience this special moment with your student. The Clemson Alumni Association is proud to host the ring ceremony as part of our ongoing mission to enhance and celebrate the lifelong connections that define our Clemson experience, and to serve and enable all who love Clemson to remain actively involved in the advancement of the university. We're committed to helping alumni remain ever loyal to Clemson and to elevating and celebrating the many contributions that Clemson alumni make in service to others. Our association brings together alumni of all ages, all races, and all locations to keep their flame for Clemson alive and glowing. Best of all, your alumni association unites all who proudly wear the Clemson ring in celebrating our special kinship. Our mission is simply to keep everyone in the Clemson family engaged in, informed about, and inspired by all that is happening with Clemson and its alumni. Nothing symbolizes the connection we share more beautifully or more powerfully than the Clemson ring. Over time, the ring has changed just a little, but its tradition has always remained the same, and now you too are in part of that important tradition, and most importantly, its future.
Your ring tells a story of the journey you took to get here, the dreams, the sacrifices, the grit. Your ring tells a story of opportunity, of newly opened doors. Your key, a game changer, a career starter, a conduit to success. Your ring tells a story of legacy, the history of those who came before you, those who dared to be extraordinary in their pursuit of excellence. Your ring tells a story of selfless service, of wars fought and battles won, the thousands of bold men and women who risked it all and didn't hesitate to do so. Your ring tells a story of the dreamers and doers, the ones who dare to change the status quo, the students who become professionals, the interns who become experts, the leaders who become heroes. Your ring tells a story of kinship, of an unspoken bond. This is what family feels like. Our alma mater runs deep. This unwavering connectedness survives in a world that can easily divide us. Who shall separate us now? No one. Your ring tells a story of the person wearing it now, and the person wearing it 100 years ago. A lifelong network of family. Your ring tells a story of humble beginnings. The first ring formed and cut in 1896. The evolution of this small but mighty silver and gold Taurus. The updates, the upgrades, the tributes, the honor, the eagle of peace, the palmetto, the star, the hope. Dum spiro spero spes. As long as you have breath, you can fight on. Your ring tells a story of Clemson pride, of homegrown glory, unstoppable Tigers, of championships won and victories to come. Your ring tells your story, your journey to get here, your blueprint for success. Your ring is your family, your link to the past, present, and future of Clemson. Your friends, your classmates, your people. It's so much more than a ring. It's your story, a part of who you are. It is your part of our story. Wear it with pride. Tiger pride.
Good morning. My name is Kate Schwab, and I am Vice President of the Student Alumni Association and the Student Alumni Council. It is my pleasure to join you on such a special occasion. As students, we have bonded together as a family in solidarity and love. Today, we will strengthen that bond by joining together and wearing the Clemson ring. Along with graduation, this will be one of the most important moments of your college career. I hope you will cherish it as much as I will when I receive my ring. In addition to the video we just saw, I want to point out something else that is especially neat about today's presentation. When you walk across the stage in a few moments, inside the white box you will receive, you will find a wooden box that contains your ring. Pay particularly close attention to that wooden box. The box that holds your ring was made from the wood of trees that once thrived on Clemson's campus. These trees, many of which fell due to old, aging root systems, spent many years as the canopy of our campus that we all walked under at one time or another. May this box, as well as your ring, forever bring you fond memories of the special times you experienced at Clemson. For it is truly an uncommon experience to be a Clemson student, and it is truly an uncommon honor to wear the Clemson ring. For one Clemson alumnus, this ring literally saved his life. The late General Ben Scardin was a member of Clemson's class of 1938. Following a distinguished military career, he returned to Clemson as a professor of English. During that second career, Clemson students selected him as the alumni master teacher in 1977. In 2002, he received the Alumni Association's highest award for distinguished service. And in 2020, he received the university's highest public honor, the Clemson Medallion. And shortly before his passing, he received an honorary promotion to the rank of Brigadier General. Today, we are honored to have the opportunity to hear his amazing story and how his Clemson ring literally saved his life.
For years, the Tigers who came before you have heard the story of Colonel Ben Scardin, a Clemson graduate who bravely fought in World War II. He became a prisoner of war, forced to participate in the Bataan Death March after the 3-month Battle of Bataan in April 1942. More than 60,000 American and Filipino troops were made to march through the country while suffering extraordinary physical abuse. And it's estimated that 1/3 of the prisoners died. If not for his Clemson ring, Colonel Scardin would have been one of them. This is his story.
The Bataan Death March occurred at the surrender of the American Filipino forces in April of 1942 on the Bataan Peninsula. And so we soon realized as we made the march that the guards were looking for rings, watches. I took my ring off and I rolled it up in my sleeve, I believe. From then on, I became very, very protective of the ring. Never to pull it out and look at it or anything else, but I knew where it was. I was in very, very bad health in prison camp, and there was no medicine, no way of improving your health. And then when it got to where I was going to have to be put over in what they call the hospital area in the 0 ward, because that's where they took people that couldn't do anything for us, and no one ever returned from there. Henry Otis took care of me. Otis was able to let it be known that he knew of a gold ring was for trade for food. And they mixed up chicken and rice, and they spoon-fed me because I couldn't see very well for one thing. But I responded to that so well, my appetite was restored, and I was whole again, so to speak. Well, I've often thought about my little gold ring, which I'd hidden for so long, and I had no qualms about turning it over to Otis for this exchange because there was nothing else that could be done. But I've always thought about that ring, And when I was married in 1947, my wife, as an engagement present, had my brother, who was a Clemson graduate, replace the ring. And I've had it ever since, naturally, and take a great pride and glory in having a ring that fits and one that I'm very, very proud of.
As you receive your ring today, you will go forward to create your own unique story. You too will face your own challenges and triumphs. And while we can't imagine what some of the Tigers before us have endured, know this: these rings will continue to bind us together and make us all stronger, year after year.
Wow, such a powerful story about a true Clemson legend. How will you serve? The centerpiece of Memorial Park, the cornerstone of a successful life. The video we just saw referenced General Ben Scardin, who was asked to speak on the topic of service during a May 2012 dedication ceremony of Memorial Park. Scardin's remarks included a guide, perhaps even a challenge, for how each of us should view our relationship with Clemson. He noted that Memorial Park is dedicated to Clemson alumni in all professions, industries, and roles in society who have served to improve the quality of life and to protect our freedoms. And then he added this observation. He said, Clemson University is an extension of the vision of its planners, administrators, and the talents and gifts of its graduates and friends. As an English professor, General Scardin chose his words very carefully. Note that he did not say that we are an extension of Clemson. He said that Clemson is an extension of us. Clemson does not define who we are as individuals, nor the impact that we will have on the world, but rather we define Clemson's impact by how we, as Clemson alumni, use our talents and gifts to help others and to make the world a better place. Students, we hope that each time that you look down at the Clemson ring on your finger from this day forward, you will recall General Scardin's message. And we hope that your Clemson ring will be a constant reminder and motivation, source of motivation, to use your Clemson experience, your Clemson education, and your Clemson spirit to be of service to others wherever you may go in life. Now, it is time to celebrate and recognize each of you as you join those who have earned the right to wear the Clemson ring. And again, on behalf of the entire Clemson family and our Clemson Alumni Association, we applaud you for this impressive accomplishment. Guests, as we begin the procession here in front of me, we ask that you please hold your celebrations until the end of the ceremony so that every student's name can be heard when called. And now, without further ado, let us begin the presentation of the rings.
Nej Abdallah, Elliot Bausch, Ashley Abel, Caroline Abrecht, Ruthie Ackerman, Isabella Acosta, Laura Adams, Macy Adams, Madison Adams, Nelson Addison, Samantha Awero, Ruby Aguirre, Elizabeth Caldwell, Amanda Ahern, Chloe Ayello, Madison Akers, Sundos Al-Ali, Olivia Albertson, Nicholas Aldridge, Allie Aldridge, Nicole Alewine, Brian Alexander, Emily Alexander, Gunnison Alexander, Jason Allegrezza, Natalie Allen, Kate Alley, Sarah Allison, Bridget Alvis, Gary Amador, Nicholas Ames, Grayson Amons, Julia Ansovic, Bryce Anderson, Caroline Anderson, Cooper Anderson, Emma Anderson, Grace Anderson, Nicole Anderson, Peyton Anderson, Gabriella Andia, Kwame Andre, Trisha Andres, Isabella Andrews, Autumn Angelino, Calvin Anulis, Jonathan Onspach, Sophia Arango, William Arbaugh, Annie Arundel, Caroline Argenti, Elisa Armstrong, John Arndt, Ashley Arnold, Juan Arriega, Mackenzie Arrington, Zach Arrington, Christina Arshensky, Kylie Artoski, Trevor Ashburn, Mia Ash, Ellie Ashmore, David Askew, Jesse Athis, Kensley Atkins, Sarah Atwood, Clay All, Jack Austin, Madeline Babcock, Mason Bacco, Landry Benninger, Peyton Bagby, Tristan Bagwell, BJ Bailey, Cameron Bailey, Connor Bailey, Edward Bailey, Maylee Baish, Madeline Baisley, Amanda Baker, Logan Baker, Shay Ballard, Danielle Ballard, Isabella Balu, Braylon Banning, Ryan Baranello, Ryan Barber, Bridget Barnes, Wynn Barty, Julia Bartell, Claire Bartlett, Zay Barton, Riley Bartuska, Anna Barvanik, Rocco Basily, Joshua Bass, Ebony Bates, Emily Ann Bates, Nicholas Batista, Adam Bauer, Will Babin, Ethan Baxley, William Baxley, Jeremy Bays, Georgia Beecham, Michaela Beecham, Anna Beatles, John Bell, Jackson Beasley, Sarah Beatty, Thomas Beaver, Jackson Beavers, Mallory Beck, Caitlin Becker, Megan Beidel, Kaylee Bejarano, Jackson Bell, Matthew Bell, Julia Beeman, Reese Vendetti, Karan Benahali Shakar Murthy, David Bennett, Joshua Benson, Catherine Bergman, Emily Burnaby, Emily Berry, Emily Bessu, Landon Beverly, Justin Bevis, Devin Bhatia, Kaylee Beal, Sydney Billman, Jason Bursick, Jared Bischoff, Evan Bishop, Preston Bishop, Mackenzie Bitter, Ansley Black, Jules Black, Patrick Black, Ben Blackman, Haley Blackwelder, Bryce Blackwell, Annie Blair, Taj Blair, Shelby Blake, Grant Blevins, Kevin Blinn, Elise Bloom, Kyler Bloss, Anna Bloom, Gabriella Bobalik, Madeline Bodkin, Ross Bowling, Haley Bolter Eberhart, Riley Bogdan, Riley Belinsky, Anna Grace Boney, Christina Bonfilio, Price Bonnet, Callie Bodden, Jack Borcherding, Allie Borchertz, Ian Bossy, Lucas Bostick, Ryan Boswell, Anna Bowden, Jacob Bowers, Jade Bowers, Emma Boyd, Josh Boyd, Garris Boykin, Fiorella Bozzetto, Adam Bradbury, Andrew Bradley, Emma Bradley, Kaya Bradley, Liza Bradley, Andrew Brandon, Ellison Brannon, Elizabeth Braswell, Emily Braxton, Erica Brazel, Alyssa Brazel, Brianna Breckenridge, Jacob Breedis, Brooke Breedlove, Macy Brennigan, Zach Brewer, Avery Bryce, Carson Briggs, John Brightwell.
Anna Brittingham, Alyssa Brocklesby, Carlin Brockman, Carson Brockwell, Kimberly Brooks, Nathan Brooks, Tyler Brothers, Abigail Brown, Alexis Brown, Anna Brown, Bailey Brown, Berkeley Brown, Micaiah Brown, Natalie Brown, Nate Brown, Riley Brown, Samantha Brown, Sydney Brownlee, Brandon Bruce, Cameron Bruce, Megan Bruce, Leah Bruner, Caden Bryan, Madeline Bryan, Dev Bryant, Elise Bryant, Peyton Bryant, Ben Bryson, Paul Bussetti, Anna Boudreau, Braden Buffington, Sarah Buford, Abby Burgess, Trace Burgess, Connor Burkhart, Justin Burke, Spencer Burkowski, Sam Burmeister, Lily Kate Burnett, Rainey Burnett, Callie Burnett Rogers, Catherine Burns, Miles Burns, Nick Burns, Riley Burns, Maggie Burris, Keely Bush, Grace Butler, Wade Butler, Matthew Butts, Katie Bilinga, Lily Burns, Holly Kakamisi, Dawson Cad, Allison Cady, Hayden Cagle, Sarah Calamari, Isabella Caldwell, Jenny Calhoun, Meredith Cameron, Abigail Campbell, Caroline Campbell, Carter Campbell, Haley Campbell, Ryan Campbell, Jackson Campo, Graydon Candler, Sophie Candler, Jacqueline Kane, Michaela Cannon, Chris Carlson, Daniel Carlson, Spencer Carlson, Kayla Carone, Jacob Carpenter, Dylan Carroll, Michaela Carroll, Grace Caruthers, Madison Carson, Margaret Carter, Nick Carter, Thomas Cartilage, Taylor Case, Kelly Casey, Madison Casey, Carson Castor, Patrick Catanzaro, Benjamin Cavan, Ryan Cowley, Carter Celio, Douglas Chadman, Justin Chamberlain. Duran Chambers. Rebecca Chambers. Cooper Shambly. Jack Shambly. Ariane Chanda. Megan Chandler. Nathan Chang. Madison Chapman. Leah Chappell. Divya Charugala. Maria Chavez. Chara Chavez. Lathan Childers. Alexandra Childress. Lauren Chiserick. Walker Christian. Alyssa Christopher. Brenna Campy. Jess Sakona. Cameron Claremont. Caden Clamp. Ainsley Clark. Ashley Clark. Sydney Clark. James Clary. Tim Clayton. Cassie Cleveland. Riley Klickner. Michaela Klein. Adam Kleinmeyer. Jillian Clerk. Kelly Coates. Lindsay Cobb. Preston Cobb. Dylan Cochran. Hannah Kutsia. Anna Coffin. Emery Cohen. Rebecca Cohen. Jared Kahn. William Coleman. Mia Call. Courtney Collins. Dylan Collins. Josh Collins. Riley Collins. Gianna Columbia. Catherine Comer. Faith Condrick. Avery Conrad. Lauren Conway. Anna Cook. Davis Cook. Eliza Cook. Grace Cook. Holden Cook. Kate Cook. Philip Cook. Declan Cooley. Matthew Cooper. Jonathan Karate. Thomas Corbett. Taylor Corcoran. Hayden Corey. Annabella Correa, Kelsey Corrigan, Roberto Cortez, Christina Cosmopoulos, Kylie Costanzo, Nick Costello, Sean Costigan, Dylan Costner, Riley Cote, Wesley Cotter, Annabella Cotuno, Diana Curson, Gina Cortesis, John Covington, Evan Cox, Sean Coyne, Adam Crawford, Harris Crawford, Reagan Creasy, Jasmine Cresswell, Tilasha Cresswell, Sophie Cribb, Tucker Cribb, Jordan Cribbs, Denson Chrysler, Isabella Christini, Catherine Crocker, Sydney Crowland, Lane Cromer, Sam Crooks, Charlotte Cross, Sydney Cross, Tucker Cross, Zoe Cross, Christopher Crouch, Ashley Kraus, Amari Crumity, Lauren Culbertson, Elizabeth Culler, Nathaniel Culpepper, Olivia Cunningham,
Alex Curley, McKay Curtis, Sydney Cusack, Gavin Dabowski, Morgan Daly, Ariana Daly, Victor Dominov, Zoe Dandino, Brantley Daniel, William Dapp, Kaylee DeSilvia, Dylan Davidson, Helena Davids, Sierra Davies, Caleb Davis, Emily Davis, Jake Davis, Will Davis, William Davis, Lauren Dawson, Lena DeVore, Reed Deal. Nikaya Dees. Michael DeBout. Riley DeBach. Jessica Deegan. Caitlin DeGuzman. Ryan DeHay. Gia DeJohn. Giancarlo De Leon. Cecilia Delgado Solorenzo. Caitlin Del Marco. Jenna DiLorenzo. Donovan Dempsey. Cade Denhoff. Andrew Denseski. Sydney Dentler. Maris DePalma. Madison DiPieto. Jordan Derrick. Maddie Deschamps. Dante DeSilvia. Camille Desjardins. Jack Desplaces. Sydney Devereaux. Isabella DeGracia. Joshua Denton. Marcelo Diaz. Olivia Diaz. Sadie DeBrell. Victoria Dickens. Cassie Didello. Isabella DiDonato. Allison Dirks. Samuel Dietrich. Olivia DeFelice. Carrie Dill. Mary Dillard. Catherine Dillon. Thomas DiMarzio. Connor Dinsmore. Abby DeVita. Palmer Doherty. Mariana Dabrowski. Elliot Dominic. Cooper Dodson. Emma Doherty. Kai Dowden. Parker Draheim. Bailey Drake. Ella Drake. Travis Drawn. Isabella Duarte. Madden Dudek. Michael Dudley. Mia Duga. Robert Dumais. Isabel Dundon. Neely Dunlap. Gavin Dupuis. Charles Durham. Jeffrey Dybin. Sydney Easters. Sarah Jane Eberhardt. Laura Eckert. Drew Edmondson. Emma Edwards. Jeffrey Egan. Shay Earhard. Lydia Eich. Farah Elkabendi. Thomas Ellicott. John Elliott. Haley Elrod. Ryan Elrod. Belle L. Sesser. Julia Emanuel. Paige Emerson. Lynn Emery. Abby Emsley. Christine Encarnacion. Lucy Endine. John Enderlin. Andrew English. Nicole Epstein. Emerson Erb. Taylor Erdman. William Irvin. Bear Irwin. Mikey Espinoza. Sarah Ediza Mosafar. Andrew Eubanks. Josh Eubanks. Marilyn Eubanks. Ashlyn Evans. Bennett Evans. Lena Evans. Cheney Everett. Evan Ewing. John Faldudo. Kirkley Falah. Riley Falls. Joby Finette. Alexis Farrell. Justin Ferris. Sarah Farling. Eleanor Farrell. Susanna Fasano. John Fassett. Ella Fada. Alyssa Fabrio. Samuel Feemster. Hank Filer. Mary Walker Felder. Peyton Felicetti. Maggie Fellows. Lily Fender. Kellen Finnegan. Jay Ferguson. JC Ferguson. Drew Fye. Tess Feiner. Gabriel Finkley. Dylan Finley. Meredith Finley. Blaze Fisher. Matthew Fisher. Mia Fisher. Peyton Fisher. Scott Fitzgerald. Brendan Flaherty. Rachel Flamand. Andrew Flanagan. Zach Fleming. Kate Figel. Jacob Floody. Mary Grace Flowers. Madison Flythe. Christina Fogg. Kataya Foggy. Aubrey Fulker. Braden Ford. Sarah Ford. Blake Foster. Haley Foster. Scott Fowler. Gracelyn Fowles. Cassandra Fox. John Henry Foy. Vanessa Foy. Cole Frank. Ian Frank. Josiah Franz. Avery Frazier. Lainey Frazier. Olivia Frazier. Tanner Freed. Shannon Freely. Kylie Friday. Henry Friedman. Gabrielle Fritz. Adam Fry. Erica Furman. Casey Fulcher. Chase Fuller. Eli Fuller. Ella Fuller. Madeline Fulmer. Khadijah Fulmore. Delaney Fultz. Elijah Funderburg. Robert Farmer. Faith Baranow. Krissa Cooper. Caroline Cox. Sydney Caro. Christian Alston. Connor Chevalier.
Good morning. I'm Jeff Duckworth, Chair of the Clemson Alumni Association Board of Directors. It is always such a great honor to participate in the ring ceremony. We hope you leave here today understanding that wearing that Clemson ring comes with great responsibility. After you graduate, we encourage you to be a voice in your local community. We also hope that you'll be a voice for Clemson and dedicate yourself to servant leadership here on campus and wherever you may go. As you've seen today, the Clemson Ring is a very special part of who we are. There are many traditions surrounding this simple ring. One of the most significant of those traditions is how you wear it. From now until you graduate, you should wear the ring with the C in your class year facing towards you. This keeps in front of you your ultimate goal that you can't forget, and that is graduating from Clemson. It also should serve as motivation to cherish and make the most of every moment that you have left here at Clemson. Then comes the next part of that tradition. When you graduate, have another alum or a family member turn your ring around so the C in your class year is facing outward. Having someone special do this for you is a reminder of those who have helped you and supported you in accomplishing your goal to graduate from Clemson. Now, once you've graduated with your ring facing outward, everyone who sees it will know from that point forward that you've just graduated from one of the greatest universities in America. While the ring will serve as your introduction to others, your impact as an engaged and ever-loyal Clemson alumnus will be determined by the good that you do with your Clemson education. To reinforce that point, the Alumni Association has a special gift for each of you today. Students, as you leave through the tunnel, after the ceremony, each of you will receive a challenge coin, such as the one that I'm holding here. We hope that you'll treasure it and that you'll keep it someplace that you see it often. And when you look at it, we hope that you'll think of those that came before you, the impact that others have had on your Clemson experience, and how you can have an even greater impact on future Tigers. On one side of the coin is the 1889 ring crest, including the Alumni Association's motto, Ever Loyal. And on the other side is the Alumni Association's Tiger Rag, and that challenging question that you've heard several times today, which is, how will you serve? May your Clemson ring and your challenge coin constantly inspire you to answer that question in your own way by using your Clemson education and your Clemson experience to make a positive difference each day in the lives of others, in your local community, and in the larger world. And may they also inspire you to stay connected to Clemson throughout all the stages and milestones in your life. Be proud, be fierce, be ever loyal. May those shiny new rings always remind you of the Clemson Alumni Association is your lifelong connection to Clemson. As long as you're in touch with the Alumni Association, we'll make sure that you're in touch with Clemson. I hope that you'll always remember Clemson and what it has done for you so that you can help other Tigers have the same great Clemson experience that you have had. Best wishes from the Alumni Association as you approach graduation and move to the next stage of your Clemson experience. Now please stand and join me as we sing the Clemson alma mater. Travel safely and go Tigers!
Great job, sir. Good teamwork.
C-L-E-M-S-O-N. T-I-G-E-R.